भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। This morning we were discussing the attempt of the Devatas and the demons to lift the Mandara mountain, but somehow they failed. Then Lord Vishnu personally came on the back of Garuda, lifted the Mandara mountain, placed it on the back of Garuda, and he also revived all the Devatas and demons. They were injured. Then Vishnu. By the way, the specific avatar of the Lord who orchestrated this pastime is called Ajita. It is the Manvantara avatar of the 6th Manvantara. So, Lord Ajita brought the Mandara mountain and he unloaded there and he told Garuda, please go away from here. It is Garuda who brought the Mandara mountain all the way to some of the milk ocean. But the Lord told, you just go away, because Vasuki's serpent is supposed to come there very soon. And there is a natural enmity between Vasuki's serpent and Garuda. Not in a malicious, envious way that we see in this material world, but it's little transcendental. So Garuda, being an eagle, eats snakes also. And we cannot minimize his position just because he does it. Anyways, so Garuda left. This shows his service attitude. Now, you have done so much service, and when you are about to see some very enlivening incident which is considered a great privilege, suddenly you are asked, you go out, you cannot stay here. That requires a lot of detachment and devotion and obedience to go away. But Garuda did that. So Garuda, when he left, all the Devatas and the demons went to Vasuki serpent and brought the Vasuki serpent to the milk ocean, promising the serpent a share of nectar. Vasuki also got excited. So they placed the Mandara mountain in the middle of the ocean. The Devatas and the demons took both sides, and Vasuki serpent, the snake, coiled around the Mandara mountain. Now, the Devatas went and picked up the head portion of Vasuki. Then the demons said, we are superior, we are more famous, we are beautiful, we are knowledgeable, we are wise, we are in power. So we cannot touch the inauspicious part of the snake, which is the tail, as if the face is auspicious. They said that we will catch the head part, we will catch the tail part. All the Devatas looked at Lord Vishnu. Vishnu directed them, don't fight with them, don't argue with them. Whatever demands they have, just agree. So they agreed, they picked up the tail portion. Even Lord Vishnu also joined the Devatas and picked up the tail portion and was participating in the journey. And the demons picked up the head portion. So this is the nature of egoistic people. They want to pick up a fight with others for every small reason. For every insignificant reason, they want to show their superiority, they want to push down people, they want to disappoint them, they want to find fault with them. The demons are in this mode. So, but as soon as they started churning, somehow the Mandara mountain, which is very heavy, started sinking into the ocean. On both sides, the mountain was held by the snake's body and the devatas and demons, but from bottom there is no support. And the ocean is deep. So the mountain started sinking. Then Lord Vishnu has assumed his gigantic tortoise body, Kurma avatar, and he went below the Mandara mountain and lifted the Kurma avatar on his back. It was possible for the devatas and demons to start churning. When this Mandara mountain was rotating on the back of Kurma avatar, Kurma felt some kind of sleepy and drowsiness because like when somebody is just doing like this for us, massaging us gently on our back, we feel sleepy, right? So Kurma felt the rotation of the Mandara mountain as if somebody is massaging. What's the doubt? Okay, fine. So when the Mandara mountain was rotating on his back, he felt as if somebody is just scratching his back or massaging his back, and he felt sleepy. Also, when Kurmavatar, he breathed out, the ocean waters are coming outside the boundary, and when he breathed in, they are going inside. According to his exhalation and inhalation, the water of this ocean is going out and coming in. So since then, all the oceans started breathing and started having waves going in and coming out, going in and coming out. It happened because of Kurmadev's breathing inside the milk ocean. Now don't ask, he did in milk ocean, but every ocean does the breathing. Did he enter the saltwater ocean also? He need not. One is sufficient. It is believed that, I don't know, I don't have an authentic reference for this. Authentic means, I didn't read a reference, but when Lord Ramachandra saw a squirrel's simple service of pushing some pebbles and sand particles for the construction of Ram Setu, Ram picked up the squirrel and then did like this. Right? And there are 3 marks. If you consider that it's Ram's fingerprints, but every squirrel has it. Not only some squirrels, every squirrel has it. Ram did not do every squirrel, right? So one is sufficient. Anyways, this Mandara mountain was rotating on his back, and the devatas and demons are able to churn the milk ocean nicely. But unfortunately, as the body of Vasuki is rubbing against this mountain, this snake is getting agitated. Snake's body is getting heated up. A lot of smoke and fire was coming out of his multiple hoods. And that smoke, that fire is blackening the faces of the demons because they were holding the head. And that smoke is coming on the tail side also and exhausting the devatas also. In this way, they are unable to continue the journey for a long time. So Lord Vishnu understood this, and he created some mystic clouds in the sky. And these mystic clouds started showering some rain, some sprinkles of water on them. And because their bodies are getting heated up, this cool drizzles of rain calmed them down because a soothing effect for them. And also the Lord thought that these people need some empowerment. So he empowered the devatas with Sattvaguna, the mode of goodness. He empowered the demons with Rajoguna, the mode of passion. And he also empowered Vasuki serpent with Tamoguna, the mode of ignorance. You may say, why can't the Lord empower everyone with the same mode? It's not possible. Different people have different natures. Some are outgoing, some are reserved. Some are introverts, some are extroverts. Some are Vat Prakriti, some are Kaf Prakriti. Some are not very active, some are hyperactive. According to the modes of people and moods of people, they need encouragement and empowerment in a certain direction. So Devatas are in Sattvagun. So the Lord empowered them with Sattvagun. Demons are very passionate. The Lord empowered with Rajogun. And snake is of course poisonous and in ignorance. So the Lord empowered with ignorance. So now the Lord facilitated the Samudra Manthan in various ways. In fact, the Lord enacted these pastimes of Samudra Manthan primarily to enjoy pastimes. So many pastimes. In one one elaborate pastime, the Lord manifested in so many forms. After we complete the story in some time, now you count all the forms of the Lord that manifested. By the way, the Lord supported the Mandara mountain from bottom as Kurma and he also supported the Mandara mountain from top as Sahasra Bahu, the 1,000-handed form of the Lord manifested at the top of the mountain and held from the top so that it gets proper support from bottom and top. And on either side, Devatas and demons are there. So the churning started. Devotees, Devatas and demons are quite enthusiastic to participate in the churning. So after churning for a while, the first product from Samudra Manthan manifested. And that product was poison. Halahal poison. When this halahal came out, this poison started spreading everywhere in the universe and all the universal residents are getting tormented, tortured. Then the Devatas took shelter of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu said, although I addressed so many problems so far, this problem Lord Shiva has to address. So he diverted all the Devatas to Lord Shiva. And all the Devatas went to Kailash. They started offering prayers to Lord Shiva, seeking his help. Lord Shiva is very merciful, very compassionate. He consulted Mother Parvati, should I help them? Parvati gave her consent. Of course, some references also say that Parvati objected. But Bhagavatam clearly says that Parvati agreed. Probably she must have objected in the beginning, and later she agreed, probably. So Parvati gave permission, and Shiva went. So in this context, Sukadeva Goswami says, Tapyante lokata pena sadhavaha prayasho jana paramaradhanam tadhi purushasya kilatmana. Means great souls extend themselves for the purpose of helping others. Even though it causes some personal inconvenience to these great souls, they somehow or the other extend themselves to serve the humanity out of their compassion. So Lord Shiva is extremely compassionate. Tapyante. He underwent a lot of inconvenience by drinking poison to relieve the universal residents from their difficulties. So he took all the poison that is spreading in different directions into his hands, into his palms, and he drank that poison. And some drops of poison fell from his hands. And some snakes and scorpions drank that poison and they became poisonous. Again, don't ask me were the snakes poisonous before they took the Mahaprasad poison of Lord Shiva. So Samudra Manthan is a source of all wonders. The first poison came out and Shiva drank the poison and he disappeared. Many people in this world, they are aware of Lord Shiva drinking poison, but not many are aware that Lord Vishnu has orchestrated the entire pastime of Samudra Manthan. Kurmavatar is little popular, but Lord Ajita nobody knows. Sahasrabahu nobody knows. Lord empowering the Devatas, demons and who is that? The Vasuki serpent with Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamogun, nobody knows. Not many know. And the Lord creating some mystic clouds that showered rains, that also not many people know. Lord Vishnu diverting all the Devatas to pray to Lord Shiva, that also not many people know. But Lord Shiva drinking poison, most people know, at least in India. So this is the greatness of the Lord. the Lord wants to give more credit to his devotees than he takes for himself. Lord Vishnu considers Lord Shiva as his dearest devotee. And Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu, of all the devotees, Lord Shiva is the topmost devotee. So the Lord Vishnu wanted to make Shiva popular for all time to come. Let Shiva be glorified by generations and generations of devotees for his compassionate act of drinking this poison and saving his life. Then Shiva drank the poison and he left, and the journey continued. The next product that came out was Kalpavruksha. Means it's a desire fulfilling tree. So this desire fulfilling tree decorated the heavenly planets, and whoever goes to the tree will get all the desires fulfilled. Then also Surabhi, cow, Kamadhenu cow came. And this cow was taken by the sages so that they can get milk and milk products and they can do their sacrifices. Then Uchchaishrava horse came. Bali Maharaj took that. And after Bali Maharaj, Indra took that. Then Airavat came. Airavat also was taken by Indra. Now you may ask, Airavat is the cause of this whole Samudra Manthan episode. This whole Samudra Manthan episode began because Airavat trampled that garland of Durvasamani under its feet. Although all these products were existent before Samudra Manthan also, somehow the Devatas lost access to all these privileges. Again they are manifesting, reappearing. So then Airavata, Uchchaishrava horse, also Padmaragamani and Kaustubhani, two precious gems came. So Lord Vishnu took those gems and wore them on his chest as a necklace. Further, 8 elephants came, several apsaras came, and they started dancing in the heavenly planets. So like that, after so many products, finally Lakshmi Devi came. So Lakshmi Devi, when she was existent before also, she was always existent as the eternal consort of Lord Narayana. But as a part of this pastime, Lakshmi Devi manifested as the daughter of the god of this ocean, Samudra Kanya. She is called Samudra Kanya, Sagara Kanya, Sindhu Kanya, Sindhu Sutta. So as soon as she manifested, all the universal residents, including the sages and the devatas, all of them came and started worshipping her, offered so many precious offerings to her, and eventually her marriage was conducted. She had the Swayamvara ceremony. Swayamvara means the girl chooses her own husband. Now all the universal celebrities are gathered at one place only, so she has to choose a husband amongst them. And she started analyzing all the prominent sages and great devatas there. So she examined everybody, and in everyone there are some good faults, good qualities, and there are some faults also. So she is rejecting everyone. He has this fault, he has this fault, he has this fault. She is rejecting everybody, and finally she came to Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is faultless. But he also had one fault. The fault is he was not interested in Lakshmi Devi. But still Lakshmi is interested in Vishnu. She placed her garland on her neck. The marriage ceremony was conducted with great eagerness and enthusiasm by all the universal residents. And this is the marriage of the universal parents. So after Lakshmi Swayamvar, again the churning continued. Then, from the churning, Varuni came. Varuni is liquor, special kind of liquor, and that was taken by the demons. Then the churning continued. Finally, one very beautiful, effulgent personality came out. He was holding a pot, golden pot in his hands. His name was Dhanvantari, and he has this nectar, Amrit, in his hands. As soon as the demons saw this nectar pot in the hands of Dhanvantari, they came, they stole that pot and they ran away. And And all the devatas were disappointed. The original plan. Let's use the efforts of the devatas and let's not give them a share of nectar. So that was the mentality of the demons. But the problem with the demons is, although they have snatched away the nectar pot, the demons were not sharing the nectar and then drinking it properly. They had a lot of time with them, but they were not using that opportunity. They were fighting with each other. Aham purvam, I will drink first, I will drink first, I will drink first. So they were fighting with each other, and the weaker demons started negotiating with the stronger demons. The weaker demons were telling the stronger demons, see, the devatas also participated in the Samudra Manthan. So you are supposed to give them also share. You are not supposed to be selfish like this. They started speaking some morals and ethics. Why? Not that they are so kind towards the devatas, because they are not getting an opportunity to drink. At least if they speak about equality and justice, they may get a drop. That was their hope. Sometimes devils also speak morals just to get some personal benefit out of their selfishness. So, meanwhile, all the devatas were very disappointed. Actually, this was their plan. As soon as Dhanvantari brings nectar pot, they wanted to snatch away the nectar pot and they wanted to run away from there. But the demons were more proactive. The demons took away the nectar. All the devatas went to Lord Vishnu for help again. Then Lord Vishnu said, don't worry, I'll take it. So he manifested himself as a beautiful woman, Mohini Murti, and he went in front of the demons. And all the demons who were quarreling amongst themselves for the first share of nectar or for the entire nectar, nobody wanted to share with others. Everybody wanted to drink the entire kalash, right? That is the extent of their greed. But as soon as Mohini Murti came there, immediately their attention got diverted to Mohini Murti. Because Lord Vishnu manifested himself in the form of the most beautiful woman, even more beautiful than Lakshmi Devi also. So Prabhupada writes there that generally it is understood that Narayana is the most beautiful amongst men and Lakshmi is the most beautiful amongst women. But when Narayana takes the form of the woman, he is the most beautiful amongst women also. So when she came in front of all the demons immediately diverted their attention towards her and said, who are you? Where are you coming from? Whose daughter are you? We are all sons of Kashyapa, but we are fighting for the first share of nectar. Can you please help us? We offer this Amrita Kalash to you, this pot of nectar to you. You start distributing to all of us equally. Then she said, I am a stranger, how can you believe me? You can't just believe anyone randomly like this. So you better think before you act. But while saying that, Mohini Murti was glancing on every single demon and giving the demon reassurance that I love you only. Nobody else. So every single demon was confident that Mohini Murti loves me, she will not cheat me. She may cheat all my demon brothers, but she will not cheat me. Everybody is confident. Because she individually gave that confidence to every single demon unanimously agreed that she should distribute nectar. So she said, okay, fine. But I am telling you, you should not question. Whatever I do, whether it is good or bad, justice or injustice, right or wrong, partiality or impartiality, you should never question me. I will distribute according to my discretion, my understanding, my preference. Every single demon agreed and kept the pot in her hand. Why? Because every single demon thought that she may cheat everybody but not me. This is how Krishna can reciprocate with everyone simultaneously. Personalized reciprocation. Then she took that nectar pot, she made all the demons sit in one row, Devatas sit in one row, and she came with the pot and she first went to the Devatas and started pouring nectar. And the demons were thinking, maybe the Devatas are too restless for the first share of nectar, just to pacify them, just to console them. Maybe she is distributing nectar to them first. Let them have. She will just give few drops, but she will fill my bowl. Every demon was hoping. But she is not coming to this direction only, demon's direction only. She is just going on and on, one after one, all the devatas. And some demons started feeling, they were becoming a little restless also. Why she is not coming this side? Then they thought, she will not cheat me. Other demons may be cheated, no problem. But I don't want to fight with Mohini Murti because we don't want to spoil relationship. Every demon felt that they want to impress her and not object to whatever she says. And one demon, Rahu, so he felt very insecure and he transformed himself in the form of a Devata and joined the Devatas, sat next to Sun God and Moon God and started drinking nectar. So Mohini Murti, after all she is Vishnu, but still she poured nectar into his cup and he was about to drink. Meanwhile Sun and Moon indicated to her, he is not a Devata, he is a demon. Then immediately Mohini Murti released the Sudarshan Chakra, and before the drop of nectar could pass the throat of Rahu, the Sudarshan Chakra cut his head. And his head became immortal because of the touch of the drop of nectar, and his body was not immortal. So, just to demonstrate the effects of nectar, Lord Vishnu did like this. And after completely distributing all the nectar to the Devatas, Mohini Murti disappeared. And the Devatas are victorious now, and the demons lost everything. Now, the main lesson here is, although the Lord is supposed to be impartial, but he is partial to the Devatas. The reason is, more than partiality, we need to call it reciprocal nature. Because the demons are envious in nature, they are very naughty, they are very nefarious, they are very cruel. The Lord does not want to give them nectar because it's like feeding milk to a poisonous snake, only to increase the poison. But the Devatas, although they make some mistakes sometimes, they are ultimately very obedient and submissive, devotees of the Lord. Sometimes devotees also make mistakes, but devotees are devotees. The Lord wants to support the devotees. Although the Devatas and demons worked on the same project at the same time, at the same place, with the same intention, they got exactly opposite results. The reason is, Devatas are obedient to the Lord and the demons are not. That's the only reason. So, success in spiritual life depends on how much are we dependent on Krishna, not how much are we independent of Krishna's teachings. So, even if you may be weak, you are not in power, you may not have so much wealth or beauty, etc., etc. But if you are obedient to the Lord will ensure success. The Lord will take away all the property of miscreants and offer that property to the Devatas, to his devotees. The Lord took away the Lanka kingdom and gave to Vibhishan. He took it away from Ravana and he gave it to Vibhishan. The Lord also has taken away all the privileges of demoniac people and gave it to devotees. So this is Samudra Manthan in short. Any questions, comments?
When the Devatas and the demons were exhausted, did actually Vishnu himself was on both sides of the community?
Only on one side.
He was not like on both sides.
He was only on the side of the Devatas, not demons.
Not on the demons.
What is he had a question actually this morning?
Yeah, how do we recognize when it is dharma, it's our dharma? It's not. When do we recognize? How does Krishna or Vishnu show us? in some way. Because at each step in our life, we have.
I don't know if I was audible to you, but you are not audible to me.
No, you were speaking about karma. When it's dharma, when you have to listen to Krishna, and then we have to act accordingly, right? So in all situations in our life, we have this, sometimes we come to a situation where we don't know what is dharma, what are we supposed to do, and how do we know? How do we
need
recognize?
guidance. We need guidance.
Yeah, the guidance.
What we
from-
cannot understand on our own, we can understand by taking shelter of a guru. If
Yeah.
you don't have access to guru, there are guru's representatives, or at least there are more mature devotees in our spiritual circles. You can consult them, you can take some guidance, you can ask your friends, you can ask your senior devotees,
The Shiksha Guru.
Shiksha gurus. They can guide us. Any other question?
Yeah. Okay. No. I just, I don't know, like when the Samudra Manthan was taking place and lots of things were coming, what was then, how comes demons were patient and they I don't know what they actually took, because it seems like most things went to either Lord Indra or Devtas, so what was given to demons and why were
Demons
they...
took Varuni. Demons took Uchchaishrava horse. Varuni is a liquor.
Okay.
Basically, although some good product is coming out, because they are in passion and ignorance, right? So this nice product, they can't take much interest. So if you have a TV with 100 channels, in 90 channels only devotional programs are coming. So what will materialistic people do? They will stick to the last 10 channels only. You may say, oh, they took only 10%, 90% is gone. Because they are not interested in.
I was thinking, why were they cooperating then, like so calmly? Because that's not their nature.
Most of it went to the Devatas. At that time they were in the power. They went to, for example, Kalparuksha went to heavens. Who was in power at that time? Demons were ruling the heaven at that time. And Surabhi cow came, that was taken by the sages. Anyways, Devatas, demons are not interested in cows. They are only interested in killing cows, not maintaining cows. So they never took it.
We have time for the story of Mohini and Lord Shiva.
We'll take it tomorrow. Because I don't have mic also, my throat is getting affected now. Yes.
Especially when demons and devtas were very tired, Lord empowered them in different modes, Vasuki also, Sattva, Tamas. So, but they are doing same activity. So, is my understanding correct that whichever mode you are in, that mode predominantly, whichever mode you are in, gives you happiness? Is that why you tend to perform better in that mode? Because I heard in one of your classes that mode gives you happiness. So you are empowered in that mode, like devtas in sattva and demons in.
And in a general way, yes. But ultimately our aim is to transcend all the modes. When we are in the material plane, yes, some mode gives us happiness. We have certain swabhava. We have been carrying so many impressions, past life impressions, some habits, some tastes, some abhiruchi, some preferences. So accordingly we make choices. And if some opportunity matches our taste, immediately we feel empowered. We feel happy. Oh yes, I'll pick it up. Although another product is given to you or it's not exciting to you, you are not very happy with receiving it.
So it's the empowerment and happiness is in that mode. That's why
Yeah.
activity is same, but they were able to churn in different modes. They were able to perform.
Correct.
Just one more follow-up is Prabhuji, in our 7th canto you said that Lord is not he is not partial, like he is not doer when Parikshit Maharaj and Yudhishthir Maharaj question. You explain it's the modes. So my question is, Prabhuji, if it is the modes and if we have free will as well to choose the right mode. So at that time, if the person chooses the right mode, then Lord will empower them in that mode. Then they will do the right activity, make the right choice. So is it all dependent on free will, independence of the person?
Ultimately, it all depends on free will, but sometimes or many times, the free will is influenced by the modes. We use our free will according to the mode that is influencing us. But we can just take a leap of faith, or we can just be a little brave or courageous to even choose something good according to what scriptures say, according to what sages say. All it's not matching our mode. For example, getting up early is not matching me, my system. Still, because Acharyas are emphasizing, scriptures are emphasizing, let me just try. So you are pushing yourself, and that push is slowly bringing you out of that mode.
Comfort zone.
But generally, free will is influenced by the modes. But modes cannot completely dominate the free will or completely erase the free will. You have free will always, although you are under the influence of some mode. To some degree, you cannot escape that influence, but there is some little scope, right? That may be little in scope, but if you explore that scope will be expanded.
Should I understand, Prabhuji, that then it boils down to Sangha, association with
Sangat Sanjayati.
and
Any other question? Comment? We could hear. Was I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. You are not audible at all.
I listen to your kids courses, so I mean you also make a kids course about the Samudra Manthan.
Recently I took this.
Yeah. And you heard, so what was your comment?
He didn't ask yet.
He doesn't have a question. He said he just want to say a comment that he loves your
That's all.
kids course.
He said in the recent kids class I took the same story.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And
So
his
that's
next,
why I know it.
Hmm?
So that's why I know it.
You know everything. You should have given this class.
I don't know.
Except
Okay, anything else? Yes.
Vishnu wanted Devas to go to the Danavas and the demons and do the Samudra Manthan together. Why?
Morning we discussed, right? The Lord wanted to teach us the importance of collaboration, cooperation. You need to cooperate even with someone who is of opposite nature to have to attain a higher purpose. To attain a higher purpose, to please Guru and Krishna, to serve Guru and Krishna, sometimes you may have to collaborate with even those people who are not in line with your working style or your nature or your preferences. Sometimes you have to do that.
So just to teach us that we should learn to collaborate. Okay.
Principle of cooperation. And also, as I said, functionally speaking, without government approval you can't do much. Right? At the time the universal government is in demon's hands, so that the devatas cannot start an immediate independent effort without the notice of the demons. And there is more also. Bali Maharaj's story is there. After the Samudra Manthan episode, there is a big war between the Devatas and the demons. And in that war, the Devatas win, and we can discuss sometime later, tomorrow or something like that. So ultimately, this entire Samudra Manthan episode is leading to the appearance of Vamanadev and glories of Bali Maharaj. It is also intended to highlight the glories of another pure devotee. And Sukadeva Goswami also says that the Lord wanted to enjoy the pastimes of Samudra Manthan. Any other question coming? Okay, we'll conclude.
सबका दर्शन हो गया था, मंदिर खुल गया।